this working? All right, Roosevelt, you guys can be seated, please. This is the awkward part of being really tall. All right, well, welcome to our Promise to Succeed for 2021. Before we get started, I would just like to introduce our stage guests up here. We have Ms. Jill Shudak, who's a representative of the Council Bluffs School Board. Dr. Corey Vorthman, our Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Tracy Matthews, she's our Director of Preschool Programming. Mr. Tim Hamilton, who's our Chief of Student Family Services. And then Mr. Mike Naughton, who's the principal of Wilson Middle School. Joining us probably a little bit later will be Dr. Dana Freidenberg, who's the principal of TJ, and then Chandler Scott, who is our senior. He'll just be arriving a few minutes late. So, good afternoon to our class of 2028, and to our families, distinguished guests, and one of the most talented group of educators that I've ever had the privilege of serving and supporting. I want to welcome you guys to a point in time that we did not get to experience in person last year. It's our Promise to Succeed ceremony. The challenges we have overcome this year have been incredible, and we couldn't have done it without the support of our amazing students, staff, and the families that support Roosevelt Elementary. This event is something that our students will hold in their memories for years to come as they pledge their commitment to our school district, themselves, their families, and make their promise to succeed. Just the other day, I saw the t-shirts from our supporting senior being shared across social media. These types of memories last a very long time, and in 7 incredibly short years, you too will be earning a diploma and a second credential and walking across the stage as a graduate of the Council Bluffs Community School District. We have one amazing group of kids sitting in front of us today. They are truly going to be the future leaders of tomorrow's world. They are part of something remarkable that will go down in history forever. They attended school both in person and virtually while in the middle of a pandemic and still continue to get a high quality education. And every single one of them will be going on to 6th grade. Before we introduce our classes and complete our pledge, we will hear from our former senior, Chandler Scott.
My name is Chandler Scott. I went to Roosevelt Elementary. I'm graduating from Thomas Jefferson High School this year. And my main advice for going into middle school or high school would be just to have some fun, not worry too much about it, join some clubs or do some sports. Because if you worry too much and try to do everything, the perfect way, then you're just gonna burn yourself out before you can have any fun with anything. But basically just have good luck and just do as good as you can.
All right, for those of you who know Chandler, he's a man of very few words. But one really, really quick story I want to share about Chandler. So for those of you who don't know, Chandler will also be attending this school right here, Iowa Western, on a scholarship for bowling. This past weekend, Chandler found himself going head-to-head against one of the most accomplished bowlers in the world. This young man was only 18 years old and has accomplished more feats than some professionals. And he was facing Chandler this weekend. Well, if luck wouldn't have it, or maybe skill would have it, Chandler ended up beating this young man by quite a bit too, which was kind of fun, and would move on to the championship final in his tournament last weekend. So I think it kind of goes without saying that students from Roosevelt are capable of accomplishing some pretty phenomenal things. Next, we're going to have Dr. Corey Vorthman, who will be sharing a message to our class of 2028.
Thank you, Mr. Abbots. Well, good afternoon, parents, family members, and the class of 2028. First, let me congratulate all of you, the parents and family members that are here today supporting your 5th grade students. It's a great pleasure to be here with you on this very special occasion. I bring a greeting and welcome from Dr. Vicki Murillo, Superintendent of Schools, who is unable to be here today. Students, in a few minutes, we're going to make a declaration together, a promise in front of your family and friends to succeed, not only through middle school and high school, but beyond. We're here today to help you make that promise so that in 2028 you graduate with a high school diploma and a second credential. And this is important to me and your family, your teachers, your principal, our school board members, and all of your friends that you do succeed. I can't wait to watch the incredible achievements that you make over the next 7 years, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the stage at your high school graduation. I know you're going to have great opportunities and achieve many milestones, like graduating with your high school diploma and a second credential in 2028. I want to draw your attention to the graphic that you see on the screen in front of you. This graphic recognizes our +1 pathways, or the ways that you get to what we call Diploma +1 or D+1. What's important about this graphic is that it was designed for each one of you to choose your own adventure, if you will, to decide how you want to take that next step while you're still in high school, to make sure that you are able to add value to either your high school diploma, to the workplace, to the military, or toward a college or university of your choice. And we've designed these opportunities to make sure that you have a leg up on the competition because you're from Council Bluffs. And these opportunities come to you at no cost, without the burden of student loan debt. So let me take just a moment to share with you some of the exciting opportunities that you have awaiting for you in middle school and high school when it comes to our +1 pathways. That's a word that you're going to hear over and over again over the next 7 years. And parents, I would ask that you start asking your student, what's your +1? And students, I would encourage you to be working with your teachers and talking to your parents about what you're dreaming your +1 can be. Because we have some exceptional programs ahead of you. Programs like the TradeWorks Academy at Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson High School that prepare students in 5 key trade areas in their freshman and sophomore years, that helps you get on the pathway to be an electrician or an HVAC technician, a welder, or even a plumber. These opportunities will prepare you to get into Iowa Western in your junior and senior year and earn a career credential at no cost, and be able to enter the workforce in any of those 5 career areas right after high school, earning over $25 an hour. We have programs like the Certificate Advancement Program that prepare students in their junior and senior high school year to spend half days on the Iowa Western campus preparing to be a nurse, a chef, or even an early childhood teacher, all at no cost to our students. We have programs like the Certificate Advancement Program, which allows you right at Thomas Jefferson or Abraham Lincoln High Schools to earn enough college credits in your junior and senior year to complete your first year of college at no expense. We have programs like the Early College Academy, which allows you to become a college student full-time your junior and senior year and earn an associate's degree at the same time as your high school diploma at no cost to you. These are opportunities that are afforded to students in the Council Bluffs Community School District because we believe in you and we want to invest in you and your future as a Council Bluffs Community School graduate. So I'd ask that you take this opportunity right now to quietly turn to the person next to you, 5th graders, and whisper to them, what are you dreaming about for your +1? In the Council Bluffs Community School District, you can achieve more, and you can earn a high school diploma and a second credential at the same time. That's our commitment to you. Now at this time, I'm going to ask you to stand up and make a commitment to your family and your classmates about succeeding through high school and graduating in 2028. So please stand at this time. The pledge is on your screen. I'm going to read a line, and then you can repeat that line after me. As a student in the Council Bluffs Community School District, and a future graduate of the class of 2028, I promise to attend school regularly, get involved in school activities, ask for help when needed, give my best effort, live up to my full potential, be kind, succeed, and I promise to earn my high school diploma and a second certificate by the time I graduate in 2028. I will achieve more. Congratulations. Today is about you. It's about the achievements that have led you to this moment. Congratulations, class of 2028.
Thank you, Dr. Vorthman. Mrs. Fulks is going to bring her student up on stage. She just has mobility needs that we just need to accommodate here. Did you get it sized up so it gets the tone? Trayton and I are going to look pretty funny together. She can come right around the front. That's totally fine. All right, this is Brooklyn Davis. Oh, you guys can sit down. You're all looking at me like you only said we had to stand for 5 seconds. Okay. All right. Next, I would like to welcome Miss Davis's class. That's a good question. So, yeah, you guys are going to have to, like, go out that way. Yep, and then just follow behind Miss Davis there once she gets out and around. And you guys will go around that backside. Yep. Not that you need this, but.
Gary Ahrens.
Hold your applause until our last one. Cameron Amazo.
Please hold your applause until our last one. Cameron Amazo.
Our next student is a virtual student, Adonis Avant. And Riley Driver.
Our next student is a virtual student, Adonis Avant. And Riley Driver. Camden Ebling,
Dominique Grant,
Dominique Grant,
Hanson,
Ryan Hansen,
Cameron Harold,
Cameron Harold,
Earl Hernandez,
April Hernandez, Yamilet Hernandez Martinez, Emma Hires,
Holder,
Jordan Holder,
Gavin Jeffries,
Gavin Jeffries,
Chloe McCormick,
Chloe McCormick,
Daniel,
Billy McDaniel,
Mendoza, Brianna
Jonathan Mendoza, Brianna Miguel Gonzalez,
Otto, Olivia
Maya Otto, Olivia Otto,
Caitlin Reynolds,
Caitlin Reynolds, Jessica Ruby,
student is a virtual student, Nicholas Shepard. And last but not least, Mason Townsend.
Our next student is a virtual student, Nicholas Shepard. And last but not least, Mason Townsend.
All right, thank you very much. I would like to now welcome Miss Gearhart's class.
Jahir Alvarado. Jordan Benedict. Chloe Bentley. Trayton Boland. Rosa Christina. Angel Camarillo.
Our next student is a virtual student, Caleb Cernino. Jacob Gibbs,
Our next student is a virtual student, Caleb Cernuto. Jacob Gibbs. Mara Haley. Aubrey Haywood. Mia Infante. Martha James. Caleb Jones. Mason Lewis. Leah Martinez. Christopher Norman. Avery Olson. Paisley Parrott. Cami Reynolds. Seth Roseland. Our next student is not here today, but it is Thomas Tupper. And then we have Natalie Wooten.
Next, I would like to welcome Miss Biggs' class, please.
Okay. Our first student is Parnas Abdulrahma. Christopher Arroyo. Trace Baldwin. Go, Trace. Caitlin Blanton. Ryan Butler. Jetta Collins. Brian Correa Murillo. Sawyer Demare. Our next student is not here today, but it's Natalie Harris. Lupita Herrera Gonzalez. Alicia Irwin, Braden Monji Rios, Casey Moore, William Smith, Dayton Tackett, Braylon Thompson, Caitlin Bernard, Raylan Walker, Zachary Way, Quentin Wells Harris, Kimberly Westerfield.
All right, now that we have celebrated and honored our students, it's time to honor some of our own. So I'd like to take you back to 2009. Two pretty incredible things happened that year. I graduated with my bachelor's from Dakota Wesleyan University, and Mr. Mark Schalt hired Mary Biggs to teach here at Roosevelt Elementary. I need to spend a moment and recognize someone who has committed the last 12 years of their career to the Council Bluffs Community School District and Roosevelt Elementary, and 35 years in total to the field of education. Now you know why Mrs. Brooks asked you. Someone who has been a mentor, role model, friend, and just outstanding human being. She has coached student teachers who are still in this district today, and one of them is her teammate right now. She has dedicated her career to some absolutely outstanding accomplishments and feats, working with a wide range of students and building lasting, impactful relationships with every single student who has been so fortunate and lucky to come into her classroom. Miss Mary Biggs will be retiring from our school and district this year, and she has completed her final Promise to Succeed ceremony. Please join me in showing our sincere appreciation and gratitude for Miss Biggs' dedication and commitment to our school and district. Thank you so much. Parents, families, and distinguished guests, we are extremely proud of this group of students that we have right here in front of us, and know that they are going to accomplish many great things by the time they walk across the biggest stage for Council Bluffs and graduate with their diploma from TJ or AL and have that second credential in their other hand. Parents, please let students exit as they will be returning to the classroom for the remainder of the school day.